think like I was probably one thing I would say to myself is, I don't know if this was a bad thing, but I think I was so focused on making sure everyone was like getting what they needed, having a good time, and I wasn't putting myself or the business first, if that makes sense. Like probably a bit too afraid to have like difficult conversations at times. You know, it was probably a bit, I was probably bad, but like I was probably a bit too nice. I was a bit too, soft. I think like, just being a bit more like confident back in yourself that, you're the boss, you got hard decisions to make. And also like just looking after myself a little bit. I think that first year or two of NSC was probably like the worst I've been in terms of my like health and fitness and stuff. Because I was just, because of all those different hats you have to wear, and you know yourself, there's always something you could be doing, right? I could finish at 9 o'clock tonight, and I could stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing more work and that's 11 years in, because there's always stuff to do. But what it took me a long time, and probably longer than it should have, to realize is like I have to make sure I'm looking after myself. I'm not talking about like even financially or anything like that. I'm talking about like getting my sleep, getting like my nutrition right, having that hour in a day where it's like, sorry guys, I'm training. Like I'm going to train. I'm going to look after myself. And I think I could have done a better job with that, of managing myself, managing my own health and well-being mentally and physically.